Hello everyone. I'm sure you've gone through our website and you know that I'm Bonnie Leota and
I'm Thomas Leota.
Right. What you don't know is how we came to be Bonnie and Tom and what made us commit our life purpose to sharing the word of Creating Champions for Life philosophy with you.
And also some great results of what the Creating Champions for Life has done for other kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
And big kids.
And definitely big kids.
Those are called parents.
Oh. And what I think is absolutely amazing is that I have had a vision to be able to help the children out there realize their greatness since I was 22 years old and I discovered my greatness. And I read the book Think and Grow Rich, and in that moment I'm like, I knew I could be a somebody, and I wish somebody had told me when I was 11 or 12 years old that I... So I actually ended up meeting Thomas on a cruise ship in the Bahamas because I'm from Canada.
And I'm from the States, so...
But a few months before we connected, I made a list of everything I wanted in a life partner. And that's for all the single moms and single dads out there. It does work because a few months later I met Thomas, and he was everything that was on that list.
Yeah, I had an intention card also, and this intention card allowed me to write down what it is that you look to achieve. And as I ran this martial art program, Creating Champions for Life is what it's called now, I wrote on an intention card to find someone that will help me bring it to the world. I've been doing martial arts for well over 20 plus years, so there's personal development in that. And so when you also get a chance to go out to these like big luxury cruises, you know, they're like those big giant boats that are like mini Vegas cities on them. I'm sure you've been on a cruise ship, but when you go there with a big group of people that are all like-minded, open-minded, personal development, looking to plus one their life, well, that's where we actually met. That particular cruise ship happened to be the manifestation of that intention. And that was truly why I believe we met in that really random, what's the odds of somebody from two different countries meeting on the same boat at the same time, because there was more boats to pick from.
Right.
There wasn't the only one.
It's mind-boggling.
It's astronomical.
It's very cool. So
You think about divine intervention. It's no accident that we're together. We're here for a greater purpose and a greater cause.
Right.
Because on that cruise ship, the first 5 minutes when you get on, they kind of give you a tour of all. We met a mutual friend or acquaintance on there, was from Canada. His name was Luke. Met him the first 5 minutes of the cruise. She met Luke probably about the first hour of the cruise or so like that. We never saw each other all on the cruise until
4 days.
Until the very last day, the last evening before we went back. Luke basically said, when I was having a conversation with me, he goes, you know, Tom, I got somebody you've got to meet. So he comes over and he goes, Bonnie, this is Tom. Tom, this is Bonnie.
Right.
Bonnie, Tom has a radio program on personal development.
Right.
And I asked Bonnie the first question, is there anything you're passionate about in life to be on the show? She goes, do I have anything I'm passionate about?
Do I have something I'm passionate about? It was like, I am so passionate to help people out there just, you know, realize their potential. Right. And at the time, I had no idea that he had any knowledge to do with children. I was on a personal development cruise. I was an inspirational speaker. I was a success coach. And Tom was also in the personal development. But through actually preparing for the radio program, I found out how involved in personal development he was. And so for those of you that have not been involved in personal development, that is an industry that is the fastest growing industry on the planet. And it's really for adults that have self-limiting beliefs or for adults that want to achieve more success than what they're presently doing.
And one of the things that I loved best about Bonnie was she actually did something. Now, she was very teachable. She's very coachable. Like on a teachability index. I mean, she's open to hear, and she's so willing to do something a little bit different that she may have never done before.
Absolutely. So after a few months, I was on his radio show, and we became friends, and we decided that we were going to be personal development inspirational speakers and met me and my family for the very first time. And I'll remind you again, I had no idea he was an expert with children.
And we moved over, and I had a chance to observe her family with her 4 kids and things. Well, I saw a very ambitious woman having a house that is full of children that were all in an environment that led them up to no personal development skills for themselves. As she would then come home, first thing I'd observe is, well, like 4 little kittens that are hungry to eat, and they find the